That's working. This is working. This is better for my ears, I know. I just need it to be there. Just present. I still need to go through and sort, then take like a day or two to sort through the kind of music I want to have in that playlist. As well as what's not going to get me copyright struck. Because that's also just as important. Huh. My phone battery's at 94%. I technically don't need to do this, but here we are. That can go away. Let me. Full screen that. DAS. Here's hoping the dashboard doesn't freak out. Because this is loading. Still. That actually looks a lot better. If I only use the one line. Alright. The thing I care about is bit rate. I actually need to watch the stream in the corner. Let's have this. What am I doing? I am doing oil outposts and spaceships. Let me add the tags in while all of this updates. Yep. Let's say DLC. Yep. Factorio, Factorio Space Age. There we go. Let's Oh, I do not want to pick that up because I don't need to. Voila. Do you need advanced circuits? Only you need advanced circuits, okay. And only you can stop forest fires. I only have this because if I need to have this guy go in another direction, I can do that. Because right now I think my bottleneck is still oil. Because I have this. And I need to deal with that, so I'm probably... And I can only go up, down, left, and right with that. I think actually if I had panned it outside here and then down, that's exactly what I should have done, now that I think about it. Just a wall of the big screw-off wall here, and then have this guy pan to the side and down here with some landfill. Sorry. I ideally want to use as little landfill as possible because that way I can avoid creating problems that I don't need to have. Oh, look, another oil deposit right down there. That's very nice. And it's going to connect off of this, but still be considered west because of where it's connected to. This one's considered part of south, just because, again, it is based off of this junction here, which is the first one I built. Actually, wait, no. That was the first one I built by using this one because it is clearly in each cardinal direction. This is north here. Because once this is gone... I could actually reconfigure this to eat everything at a faster rate. But I'm not going to do that just yet. What I am going to do though is I am going to deconstruct that. Because I don't need to have that anymore. This guy is under a full lockup. Because that is doing its thing. And it's waiting for its cargo to be empty. Oh, I'll be happy when I have a lot of industrial stuff that I currently don't have yet. And then green belt. The belts after this will be fantastic. Alright, Volcanus. Alright, how is this guy? For upgrades. Oh boy. Yeah. These guys stack to 10, so it can have... That's 100 nuclear power plants, which is more than enough for 90% of my applications. Like, this overflow is literally for the laser turrets. There's no reason for this. I mean, if I had pre-planned and was smart, what I actually could have done is instead of going over land, I could have gone over the water. I would have used a lot more landfill because that's 2 landfill, that's... Wait, can I just directly build? It doesn't use landfill. Oh. Oh, hello. I absolutely could have and should have done that now that I think about it. I could have gone like, no, I'm just going to go down here and then across. I can actually use the water as my... Just plow directly over it. I don't have to do stuff like this anymore. I'm actually probably going to fill that in with landfill. Just on the principle of just patch it. It doesn't need to exist anymore. Like this one made sense at the time. No, just fill that in. Yeah. Or I could just split it up into the different cardinal directions, so it's like southeast or southwest. Have those present, just so I can kind of see which general direction they're in. Oh, that's a lot of these. Oh, these guys have encroached a lot more than I expected. Yeah, so taking out that, and that. That's one spot. That's another spot to deal with. Okay. Probably turn this into... That'll probably be the first stone deposit I mine that is separate. Just because of how small it is. Just specifically mine that. And have it drop... I have to make that drop point, actually. Now that I think about it. I haven't fully thought this through yet. Just... now that I think about it, I can just do this, and it will eventually filter through. No matter how hard the dudes try. go. Apparently they have... Okay. Where am I? Do I not have lights being built? Apparently I don't have lights being built. What do they require? Copper, cable, electronic circuit, and iron plate. Okay, requires copper cable, that's why. It makes no sense to have copper cables being produced anywhere for this. Oh, right. Oops. There we go. That'll solve that particular problem. And I know that someone's gonna be mad that I'm gonna do that. There we go. But yeah, there we go. It's an output priority, which problem solved. Huh. It does kind of explain a lot in terms of general functionality. Now I also have to get a bypass and stuff set up as well when I finish off all of this so I can have multiple lines dumping stuff. Right now having like these trains go to each point that turns on and off makes sense. But at the same time, not so much, because it's only east. And as I found out with these guys, yeah, train schedules are kind of weird. Let's see if I add interacts. See, like, I have all of these interacts. I mean, if I wanted to go full bore into balancing everything, each of these would balance to one belt, and then each of these cars, for each of those components, would balance further down to these belts here. Overkill. Complete overkill. But... Here we are. Yeah, let's check because they did two separate outputs, so it's a 4 to these guys, so all of these inputs will filter out to the outputs of steel, no matter what. Which, depending on how my production rates are, will always be net possible. And eventually I'll probably need to reinsert these kinds of assemblies later on, just by nature of how it all works out. I actually don't know how my upgrade schedule is for... yeah, let's just go all the way with those. And let's get an upgrade. Let's not do that. Surprise. Still waiting on stuff to get done for research. I could build on this guy here. Also hitch, but okay. I do like that I can do this. Sure, just dropping stuff over in front of everything, but this guy isn't moving at all. It's just in orbit, so this guy here can just chill. Actually, wait, what's my inventory? It's automatic. Sign. I'm gonna say, no. There's the production. Your contents and platform. Okay. Interesting. I need to... Okay. Shift. There we go. That sends those back down. I can leave everything else here. Oh wait, no, actually. You, and you. And I can go ahead and do the upgrade planner. Because I did not have any of that yeah. Cool. Now let's go Zoidberg. Why not Zoidberg? Because I also need to figure out how to get ammo production going. You are actually you are going to be metallic because process metallic. You are going to be oxide. You are going to be that. You are going to be that. Yeah, that makes sense. Because this can go directly into the water. This guy here can get directly go into a furnace to split off to gun turrets, which I don't know if I have being produced. Go ahead and produce those. There. And I can't do... let's go with an accumulator. Let's stick at least one down somewhere. I do want to try and keep this as dense as possible. Part of the reason why I'm like, okay, cool, only 2 thrusters. Yeah, I gotta say... Right, and my limit is not being able to produce. Certain things, so I'm going to produce oil. Yep, that's my limit. Drop this all the way off over into, yeah, congratulations, you now have stone. Yeah, oil is still in fact my limiter. And oh, I'm gonna make sure. Oh, of course, speed and efficiency modules. Okay, I only have these modules getting produced because my limiter very much is oil. Let me check, yeah. Oh no, actually, that's not too bad. Yeah. North is just doing north things. Because these ones are permanent, I think that's why it makes more sense to do what I'm doing now. West. Yeah. Oh no, he's gathering for an attack. And they automatically die. Yeah. I don't think I have a problem here. And do I have anything that's out here? Because right now they're not attacking this guy here. Normally they would. Because when I get recycling going, I'm going to have to remake that entire section of stuff that's producing for me. And have it filter out, try and get as high quality as I can. Because it is going to specifically filter, like, any stuff that is for placement, specifically filter out for quality. That way I can also slowly upgrade the components. So, like, these guys here are going to get the upgrade first, for example. To, if I do somehow get a higher tier thing, so then I can also... It would be nice if you actually had quality specific filters. So it's like, oh hey, I specifically want to filter out the higher quality to all of this stuff first, but everything else goes past for an item. That would be nice. Oh, wait a minute, I can. Oh, I can do that. Greater than... Okay, I can do that when I have that unlocked. Okay, okay. Do I have any advanced circuits? I do. For the time being, though. Because my research has come to a absolute frickin' crawl. Do have a lot. Let that sit. Take out all of this. So this guy here, did I actually finish? Yes, apparently I did. Okay, that's finished. that is my next goal. So I'm going to go ahead and check. Okay, here we go. Definitely. Oh, that didn't do anything I needed it to do. Still need to have these boosts. Okay. I think coal liquefaction is my next upgrade. Which isn't just yet. It would be nice if you could like automate points. Although using these guys as an inventory is kind of funny to me. Some people would actually be doing that. Because it's just easier moving stuff from one inventory to another. Apart. There we go. Okay, still within range. Some modules mass produced. Like these are dedicated for research, but a lot of the other modules are just going to have mass produced generically because those are going to get upgraded to the higher tier. In particular, quality modules. And for the time being, I'm going to have you specifically be higher quality modules. I don't have a recycler yet, so I can't like recycle all the old shit I keep getting. 100 speed modules. Speed modules require 5 each. Yeah. So I need 1,000 normal, 1,000 of these, 1,000 of these. No, it's 500. Yeah, no, 1,000 of each of these for just one of those armors. Not including the circuits I already have on hand. Chip bait aggressive. Did I? Oh! There was an upgrade. Voila. Request a lot just to get converted into the higher tier. So the higher tier one is just only 50. This guy hook up to logistics network. And have it only produce when there's less than 50 in the logistics network. That actually is not a bad idea. Enable disable when that less than 0, less than less than 50. Actually, no, I'm going to read it less than 40. There we go. Problem solved. I don't really use too many of these guys. And I do eventually want them all to... Volcanus briefing. Ah yes, there is no longer... Planet Volcanus is a hot world without water, so you can't find crude oil or uranium, but it does contain several new resources. Lava is an infinite resource of minerals as a substitute for patches of stone, iron, and copper. These can be found in raw form only in big rocks. Solar panel is much more effective. The environment is inhospitable with mountainous volcanoes, rivers of lava, plains of ash, and sulfuric acid geysers. Lava isn't landfillable until much later, but can be crossed by elevated rails. Alright. I am going to hit Fulgora first, just in order to be able to get recycling going so I can start touching this system. I think this is a 100% chance indication here. It's a 10% chance with that quality, but I do want to have Lego quality stuff. I use 1%. With one quality module, but it can go to 24.8% with 4 legendary quality modules. Okay. Also, chance of skipping steps and higher quality. So it only increases at one tier, but also has a chance of skipping steps. So like a 0.01% chance in. That's a lower drop rate than the Sulfuron, like the Eye of Sulfurus, which I got 2 drops for that. I think there was one guy farming it for literal years, and he still hadn't gotten it. Rest in peace, that guy. Alright. So yeah, I need to set up lines like this. At some point, I'll probably start doing that over here, where it is just filtering out for the higher quality items. Because the sooner I can get access to higher quality stuff, the better. Like, ore won't be high quality stuff just by nature of it's the ore. Actually, wait. Is that even possible? Apparently I have uranium ore somewhere in the system. Okay. I shouldn't, but I do. Right, because I am limited by... There we go. I forgot I had these in my inventory. So I just take them from there. Did I have... Oh, I do. I'm just preparing them over the old-fashioned instead of typing onto this one line that goes out. And let's just chase. think it's Enterprise that's going to give its request. Oh. Sure they don't accidentally get upgraded to the wrong tier. Yep, that and Enterprise. Here's over. Third one. 50, 50, and... Right, because this bottom component is literally an additional rocket, like there's like 2 rockets per. Requesting a thou. There's a I can also add unrequested. And yeah, I can do that there. Actually, how's my power? How do I get access to power production? I don't know if I have accumulators being built yet. And it's still 1 rocket. Okay. Do this just to keep things moving. And just have it filter out all items that this is just producing. But I feel like it's a bad idea. Oh, I did actually have... There you go. let's see what research. Oh right, I'm going through all my. I'm just getting all the research side of things done. Because I still need to get like quality module 2s for some things, I think. Ooh. That's Gleba. That's agricultural science. Actually, quality module. Okay, that is. Yeah. Zoidberg. There we go. Welcome to Zoidberg. How do I get power? Oh. 48 kilowatts. 148 kilowatts, sorry. 200% quality. I mean, strictly speaking, I should be dumping this over the side over here. And I could actually have Enterprise turn into the station I wanted. And then just have materials enable and disable based off of where it is. So like, oh, I produced enough science packs. 1,000 stored in here. Cool. So then these guys just stop and it just redirects to somewhere else. That would be a smart thing to do. We don't have that capability yet. Well, what am I doing? Right, because I can't just have items in my inventory. But what I can do is use this, dump all of my items into these guys when I go places and come back, because it's gonna be a hot minute. Right now I'm actually in a stable position for gathering and defenses and stuff like that. Like, I have more than enough fuel of the nuclear variety to stay out. Like, I have. It is a trickle. I have to admit though, I am kind of glad. And there we go. I just realized the problem I have. have lucked it up in a way I did not anticipate. There's got to be a smarter, like a smarter-ish way of doing this. Hey, I am here. Hello, I'm experimenting with volume settings on the mic. I will turn it back up again. Alright, get 3 notes at plus 15 dB. Right. Do that. Hey! Better? Is that better? And remember to check up here. Your chat appears up there. And also, like, second monitor. Well, third monitor. Is this better? Hello. Testing, testing. That, what time is it? 11:08, okay. The question is it the VOLUM volume or on for all LEDs? Boop, there we go. The joys of understanding how to troubleshoot. Inadvertent tech support is inadvertent tech support. Yeah. There we go. I'm from Kazakhstan, Canada. That's where I'm from. Oh no, it's unstable. Bitrate's unstable. Well, can't do a whole lot about that now, but it's fine on my end. Hello? Okay, you... Oh, shoot. Where am I? Oh, there I am. There. What do I need to do now? Probably actually should have had this on this side here, because that way I can have it build out more, but here we are. And... I'm gonna say... Whoa. Let's just say 40. Click. And there we go. Yay, I now have an achievement. I don't have anything that says Canada on it. This is one of those times where I wish I had a Canadian flag or something to wave around. I keep getting... Oh, advanced circuits are actually my bottleneck for research. That is actually kind of wild. What am I limited on for those? Because right now my oil is... Okay, that's actually fine. It just needs to build up. But what is the actual limiter? Okay, it is literally just my production rate. Okay, so I'm going to add that, you, and you. Calcite. That is from... What planet is that from? Volcanus. Okay, calcite gets me... acid, steam condensation. Ooh. Simple coal liquefaction. Huh. I like this. Because that gives me access to... eventually to this, which... steam, heavy oil. Wait, does it have a temperature? It produces 90 heavy oil. Wait, what's the... I now actually have to go backwards in my head for a sec. Advanced oil processing. Oil processing that produces 100 crude oil to 45 petroleum gas. And then advanced processing, which is further down the chain somewhere. I don't actually remember where that is. It's flammables, I think. Where is advanced processing? I just found it. Alright, E. No. Nope. There. Advanced oil processing is... Alright. I get more products out of it, but I get a lot more petroleum gas than you do light oil or heavy oil. Now, 40 to 30, 30, 30 to 20. Okay. If I only do coal liquefaction, I produce a lot more heavy oil, but that down steps. There are some losses. There's gotta be a but that's only if I need heavy oil is really the use case for coal liquefaction, so I guess most of these are gonna stay on this. Of course, so what I actually might do is I might do coal liquefaction anyway. With a combination, like do a combination thereof. And then just increase my heavy oil storage capacity to compensate. Because right now my... actually, what's my production statistics? Okay. Yeah, it's nothing terrible. Oh wait, I only have one nuclear... Oh, I built a nuclear reactor when I wasn't even looking. Ooh. Soon I will be able to actually fully support the reported quantity of energy, 1.4 gigawatts. Because this is actually 0.2 gigawatts, so it's actually going to be like 1.2, because it's... This is just a prefab that I used. Yeah. Well, it does tell me that it's not an oil thing, it's just a filtering everything eventually issue. So I will theoretically, thank you, be able to actually get my things to the points they need to be. I don't know why I had... let's do 5 for you. Seriously, that actually is kind of bugging me now. Did I put down? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have you. Right, I'm not close enough to it. Excuse me 1 second. You are going to produce speed modules. Huh? And it's a passive chest. Nah, just a normal chest. I don't want that connected to the logistics network as of yet. Actually, I will connect it, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Really? And because right now my limiter is just how much I'm able to produce. So if I just do this, I should be able to navigate without issue all of my current production woes. I'm only going to have one on each. Alright, now what do you require? Steel, copper cable, and stone bricks. You know what? Because it only needs resources that are over here, upgrade. There. And it's gonna be... Oh, I can't produce them here. Fuck! Oh, that's just rude. Actually rude. Wild. Where am I? Okay. That's just... I can't produce them here. I need 99%. Ugh. Accumulators, actually. Do I have something producing those? I'm just scanning here with my eyes. Are accumulators getting produced at all? They are not. Okay, that means I need to produce accumulators because I know I will need those. Where's my schematic? Production of these. Battery and iron plates. Oh. Okay. Excuse me 1 second while I literally just pipe from over here across. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm actually going to do it this way. Because right now, I just want to make sure it's a double stack belt. You... Go... Oh gosh, where do you go? Okay, your lockup is there. Okay. Is that the only place you go? Holy shit, that is. I could actually just do a power move right now and not actually use a belt and flip it to logistics bots. All right. And yeah. Because now that I have logistics bots, outside of things like this where I can just take it from the side, I'm reducing the backfill issues. And having a requester chest, some batteries. I have batteries in my inventory now. Do I? Batteries. I'm gonna request 400. Yes. Oh, I do. Yeah, there. There we go. 400 to infinite. So if it goes over, it's fine because all it's doing is just batteries for this. This guy uses all 4 ingredients, this only uses 3. That's why I'm bunny hopping off of this. I really don't think I need as many robot frames as I have. Oh no, I do, because those get used for research, so that's where that goes. Well, as long as certain things wind up going the way they do, we're good. Because my blue research, I think, is my limiter. Okay, my engine production is now my limiter. Where's my engines? Alright. And voila. And problem solved. Just add more production. Well, at least I'm slightly faster on my production of these. Outside literally just adding more. Which I can do. So I'm going to. Where is... And and yeah. Let's go to my upgrade planner and let's just actually yeah, and there we go. Because of what's contained within. And oh yeah, forgot about that. That's part of the reason why it's getting my production isn't the greatest. Literally having to filter out some to get carried over places, even though it should be much later in the production that it all happens. Same with this. Oh well. As the expression goes, if wishes were horses, we'd all be eating steak. Anyway, accumulators. I am going to have you over... Oh no, I can't do that. I could do... I can do this. I just realized what I can do to get around the current issue of producing accumulators. And okay, and it is that. And voila! It is now producing on both sides, which means if I ever do use belts for this, belts will always be able to output to both sides, and flow will continue. No matter what. I do like having them in pairs. Just because. However, because I can get through that, I'm going to have to put... and there we go. Now I can get through that. My battery production has now increased. a lot. And I can actually have accumulators just siphon off here somewhere. Now, because I need just iron plates basically. Yeah, I have to redo all of this at some point, which is going to be absolute painful. Absolutely painful, if I could get it in English properly. Because I have to provide all the inventories for all of this, get rid of it, figure out if I can put something else here, do that. Maybe even optimize this production more with this space. Still trying to keep a center aisle base defined here. Lots of little things. Lots of little things. For all I know, I actually could go back and do the loop production. The looped bus by removing this, because I have all of the circuit production. Loop back here. And just have them interleave like these guys. And then have it all filter up to the correct position so that again it is just this continual production loop. But that's a later me problem. I really should have thought better and had, instead of doing what I'm doing here, have yeah, I should have thought about doing that better. Alright, I'm gonna leave that like that, just to clear out every existing type of fuel, as well as those trays. Actually, wait, if I just put a requester chest somewhere. Ooh. Alright, that's the Gleeber briefing. Let's, now that I have my pick of the 3 planets. Oh yeah, I have to deal with those assholes. Planet Gleba is humid, swampy world with rich exotic vegetation that can be cultivated using agricultural towers in the biotemperature that can be processed in the biochamber. You can't find iron ore, or copper ore, crude oil, or coal, and uranium, but there's plants to provide alternative ways to producing needed items. Most of the items from agriculture come from the added challenge of spoiling over time. Even the science pack is limited, has a limited lifespan, and can't be stockpiled. Eesh. 5 large 5-legged creatures in native species of the planet. Solar panels are weaker, but still usable. So this world, I want to make sure I have nuclear, the nuclear power option, and just constantly top it off. Like just send enough to build one of these, and a little bit of fuel, or I just maximize production with by specifically filtering out for higher quality items. There are ways to do this. I need to fill this up. Alright, Not enough to fill one rocket. I know. I really don't know why it's just not requesting stuff that I have the resources for. You know what, I'm just gonna manually go, okay. You are gonna go there, and I'm going to... Oh yeah, the rocket's also not ready. That'll explain that. Alright, I'm gonna filter those. And then add these to you. And then you're gonna get the remainder. I have to admit, it would be nice if rockets could produce... Like, there was a way of upgrading the storage capacity on rockets. Like, I understand why it's literally 1 ton. Like, that's still quite a bit in terms of resources. Rocket is not ready. Oh, wow. $200 pipes. Okay. Okay. Steel is my limiter, and I'm not producing enough steel. Because I'm not even producing enough iron ore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the inactivity. And only one place that can if I deliver the cargo to Zoidberg. Alright. Those have been requested, and those are on their way. And I think I am going to have to make this wider. I also probably should have fuel storage in place, now that I think about it. I really actually should. Let's go, where's my tanks? Yep, there we go. And that means you are Ooh. Actually, wait, if I have you here, and I just go like that for water, so that is space, correct, and you are correct for that. Oh. There's no nice way of doing this that doesn't upset the balance. And well, worst case, I can actually have it set up so it does this. Because I do need to have it go into a fuel tank of some description. Actually, wait, can I? Speed module 2 has been researched. Alright. Here we go. I can adjust that as needed later on. Alright. Yeah, I think it's time I have to go clear out those. Nope. This one. Uh-huh. And that. This is where they're coming from, it kind of makes sense. There we go. Alright, now my production is... There we go. Now that it's starting to cycle, because sometimes it'll lock up. Okay. Huh. I mean, what I can do is actually have it so that if this guy here, like if there's nothing here, but also this is locked up, it'll start siphoning from here to move things. And I could also have it start... Oh, right, I do have stuff on mass production there, so I could literally just have batteries getting produced anywhere, or accumulators being produced anywhere. You know, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them... Accumulators are going to go ahead, and I'm going to produce those right here. I don't need speed module 2s, but I do... You're producing those. Where's my requester chest? And I'm gonna say you and you. Problem solved. Zoidberg. Zoidberg, Zoidberg, Zoidberg. Huh. How much do I need? 144. I don't need anything new. I don't need any new. I want to fill a rocket. How many chemical plants do I have in my inventory? 1, 2. Because I know that'll keep that being produced, so I'm going to add you. That. It is a bit of a grab bag. And we'll just have this keep producing. Just filter those out together. Cargo to Zoidberg. Because when I get there, it is going to be hopefully not as cancerous. Because I need iron ore and water, and I need carbon and water. Actually, the efficient thing to do would have them space in the middle. Or like a two... Actually, yeah. Gap of one and then to have them either or. And that's 200% in terms of general production capability for power. I have to admit, part of me does think these should physically produce some amount of electricity when they're outputting thrust, but they don't. Because some of these systems are designed in that way. I mean, actually, the reality is these guys should be consuming a little bit of electricity because of turbo pumps. Those suckers consume so much power. Oh. What else can I add to my research queue? Yeah, quality 2 research is in queued. That's going to be in queued. Yes. Add both of those. Add that. There. Most everything else is literally... Okay. Right, a kilo or a quilo. There. I have to mine copper stromalite. And I need all of the other science packs. An asteroid reprocessing. Wait. Did I? Asteroid crushing. Wait, the reprocessing means I'm converting it from one into a different one. So if I get a lot of ice, I convert it from ice to... Okay, so I can actually have a standardized assembly where it's no matter what area I'm in, I can actually... Oh, I actually don't hate it. So that's got to produce That has to go. That goes down. And carbon, which is crusher. And the recipe for... Okay, it's a chemical plant. I need 3 chemical plants. Okay. And ice. I just realized how I had this set up. Let's see. Carbon. Oh no, the oxidizer is in the wrong order. I have to invert these. And I'm gonna change that here. And let's go. Because that'll simplify my production chain. And so carbon is the only one that gets produced in a okay. Carbon's the only one that will get produced in a chain on its own, because I also have to make sure that there is some sort of constant flow so they don't lock up. What's my limiter is, again, these guys. Which my limiter for that is iron plates. Once again, iron is my limitation. Jeez. So I'm gonna have to add stations here for backfill. Oh, you've got a mob going. They think they can have a rave and take me away, but they cannot. They don't have the power. They have no power here. Right, I am going to track... Oh, they're gonna die. Everything that goes against here just instantly gets vaporized. I don't even think this gets hit. But for the time being, what I'm gonna do is I think that'll be fine. I keep forgetting it's a 1080p stream, but a 1440 recording, so the VOD will be visually a lot nicer, and there's only so much I can do, because I haven't figured out a way of getting YouTube and Twitch to have the same tags and description from, like, one source. There's probably a plugin to do that, which would be nice. Because then there's also, like, merging the two chats in such a way that you don't know which platform is from where. So, like, bits and super chats come in at, like, the same tiers and the same animations. Instead of me calling out, oh, hey, thanks for the bits or thanks for the dono, when I see them in, like, a unified dashboard where it's like, oh, hey, I gotta, if I want to have a discussion of something important. But I'm gonna fill up my water container because my throat is dry. I will be right back. Right. Right. I feel like I should have a nicer animation or something, but I don't have the budget for that. I know there's like the build it and they'll come kind of mentality, but if you go overproduce when you have 0 viewers, it's like, okay, you're trying too hard. Because that is a thing that can happen. Right. How is Zoidberg doing? Hmm. I'm gonna let that one attack, and then I'm gonna give it the same upgrade I gave to the previous thing. Nice little hatch-looking thing. The art team really did phenomenally with the aesthetics of this particular platform. Yeesh. There we go. Solves that problem. Because if these guys have lockup, each one is a separate layer per se. Actually, now that I think about it, could carbon be burned? It can. What is your fuel value? 2 megajoules. 4. Okay, you're half the value of... So I literally could put a steam plant up here as well. That's wild. Actually, I think I'm going to do that now. Now that I see it. It also means I'm going to... There, and that should... Oh, I need to have... Oh no, there we go. Because now... Actually... Wait, if I just split it off of here... Okay, I can do that. I can do that. And just have this... be water. And... And I'm gonna have it... Because it's going to each one of these into a fuel tank, but that's got to produce enough for steam and also water. So this will make sure there's some power production no matter what. I just realized I need to have production for, Wait. Did these work in space but as like a way of just moving things around internally? Because that would be fantastic if it did. Alright. Deconstruction planner. Build. Oh my god, did I accidentally... Oh my... Oh, that was phenomenally stupid. I just hope I still have it somewhere. Yes, I do. Alright, and Control C. There we go. Oh. You're gonna attack there finally. Oh look. There. And you go there, you go there. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this more optimally. So it was also tileable. Yeah, I think that'll take care of that. It's only if I get one that goes diagonal here do I care. small odds, but it's non-zero. I don't think I have to worry too much about things getting attacked for that one. Oh, look at what you're doing. How adorable. You didn't even manage to get a single hit off. That's impressive. Like, this thing hasn't even really been attacked at all. Like, I've got a cluster of 4 right here that is just gonna keep hammering updates over here. This is kind of wild. I guess these two must be within close enough chunks. Or it's this guy here is adding the rest of that view. Okay. Do you want to see what's out here a bit more, as well as north? Because that's a lot of iron that I do want to capture sooner than later, but it is near a desert. I just hope there isn't more desert over there. Because right now I've got more than enough copper. I've got a decent amount of iron ore income. That's like 9.6, 4.6, 18 million, 1.5, 1.8. Yeah, look, consider these one deposit just because of the proximity, which is... No, I'll consider them 2 separate deposits because it'll make more sense in the long run. And there we go. And I'm assuming that'll keep, by the looks of things, it will actually just keep building it out. I'm just hoping that also builds out. Because that's going to be captured. Just build wall off of that. Because I've got, honestly, more than enough uranium in terms of input. I have so much stuff that I don't fully need. Zoberg, what are you up to? Alright, well. So I had to figure out a way. Wait a minute. Pull this up one, so it's giving the fuel first. No, I want it to produce munitions first, which means I do need, no matter what, I need to have something going across here. Oh, I can do this. Well, that's good to know. That. is how things get kind of interesting, I guess. And is gonna filter out, and I'm gonna have it go up and then split. So that means this line just to preserve. Ah, and I actually manually count that out. Feck. Just keep research going. NQ that. I am gonna cart. Why do I have 2 rocket launchers? Just normal, 2 different types of rockets. You know, why not? Boop, there we go. And I want to get with 10. Power situation. I need 10. Alright, there you are. What is the mass? Rocket capacity. Oh, I only have 1. Rocket capacity is 10. Cool. So an entire rocket is going to get just half a stack. And it's going to be 5 of you. The burners is 1 of you. A boiler. I don't have those being mass produced. I don't. A pipe and a stone furnace. Well, I guess what I'm producing now. Yeah, I don't think I need to produce more stone bricks. You go here. And if I... Actually, yeah, let's do this. Stone furnace. Go to a pipe. There we go. And you are going to go to a boiler. Passive provider chest. There we go. Boiler's being mass produced now. I have the heat exchanger being produced. And yeah, I don't see a boiler. I see steam engine. I should have done this a lot earlier. Jesus. I'm really behind. Let's figure out. Passive provider chest. Oh yeah, that's more than enough to just go. I could have done direct rails for this, but nah. Literally 0 point. Should really call this like engine requests. So what is my limiter? Iron plates. Faster I can have iron production done, the better. Because that is my current limiter, and I might actually have to switch once I get foundries going, ship some foundries back. Just have like build materials. Research gets shipped back as well as like foundries and other stuff to improve, slowly improve this. Just have it tied to logistics network. Right. I've been here for about 2 hours. I'm gonna call this good here. Because I do have the rest of the day available to me to do other things. Let's save that. And thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.